Hello, my name is Ethan, and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile Heist League 3.12. In this episode, it's Christmas, so Merry Christmas to all of you everywhere out there. If you don't celebrate Christmas, Merry Xmas. I hope you guys enjoy the holidays. I hope you enjoyed today. I hope you have a good day. I hope this video can brighten your day. So today's video is wait for it. My favorite carry Spectres by budget. So I want to go over the Spectres that I recommend to carry you to the end game, and also in the end game I have Path of Building showing a bunch of links. I show the different Spectres. I tell you how to get them, where to get them, why they're good, what to link, how, like, why I like them, and all that stuff. Here we go. Let's get into it. So first off, I'd like to start it off with the Frost Auto Scout from Tunnels and Repository Contracts. So that's in the Heist locker. You get Repository and Tunnels, and you can find the Frost Auto Scout from Desecrating the Ground. So I'm going to show you guys Path of Building here that I've made for all the Spectres. So first we have the Frost Auto Scout. This is my 6th link that I recommend for the Frost Auto Scout. So this is a Raised Spectre, Minion Damage, Feeding Frenzy, Spell Echo, Pinpoint into Cold Penetration. So the Cold Penetration helps you a lot for bosses. Early game, early Spectres, you can start with, instead of the Impale or Cold Penetration, you can go Phantasm. And the Phantasm will be spawned off of the Raised Spectre killing and also hitting a rare, unique, or enemy. And then you'll spawn Phantasms, and the Phantasms will be supported by all of this. So for the Frost Auto Scout, I recommend Raised Spectre. The most important is Feeding Frenzy and Spell Echo with Pinpoint. Then you get Minion Damage and Cold Penetration. On the early projectile, I told you you can drop the Cold Penetration for Summon Phantasm, because early game, before mapping, basically, you don't really need the boss DPS from Cold Penetration, so you can go for this clearing build, and generally you're not going to have a 6 link. So let's say you have a 5 link, you could drop minion damage here. You could also on early Frost, you could drop Feeding Frenzy on this link. So I guess I should put it in order. Let me remove this. Feeding and minion damage. So I would recommend it like this. So early you'd have like the Spell Echo and the Pinpoint, the Phantasm. The Phantasm probably comes before the Pinpoint, but that's fine because you get the Summon Phantasm at level 4, but that's what I would recommend there. And then here, the last one you add is the Cold Penetration for bosses, and I guess you could technically take out Feeding Frenzy if you wanted to run something different, but this is when you have a 6 link, your Spectres, you move away from the Phantasms. Phantasms add great clear because they get the Pinpoint, they have 1 Pierce. It's really cool, so I highly recommend the Frost Auto Scouts as the #1 starting Spectre. You can also start with Slave Drivers in theory. Slave Drivers are a pretty good start if you don't have Heist for the future. Just a side note, same thing, but instead of you don't run Pinpoint and you run Phantasm still, because Pinpoint is for projectiles, so that's why I focused on the projectile early Spectres. Frost Auto Scouts, or you can go this second Spectre. It's called the scinteel synthete, and you get it from al-hezmin's influence, the Green Conqueror influence. So now I'll go into my second Spectre. So for that first one though, Frost Auto Scouts, you won't need my clusters, because these clusters are for Rotting Claws. All you will need is my Spectre starting tree for the league start for flashback. So it has like Enduring Bond and generic stuff like Sanctuary. And all that life, and it has extra redemption, and it has basically more of the base skill tree and no cluster jewels, and then more life, I believe. That's the generic difference between the two. And then we have the second Spectre, which is when you get these Rotting Claw large clusters. I highly recommend 8 passive skill large cluster minion damage with renewal Rotting Claws. And so the Rotting Claws is the main focus of these large clusters, and the Rotting Claws gives you the 20% chance to impale. So when you get these 2 Rotting Claws with Dread Banner and Impale, you can have 100% impale for your Spectre. And then that's Syndicate Operatives, which is the one I actually use in the build. So we can go to Syndicate Operative, and we can scroll to this one. So I've made a link for each one to try to keep it organized for you. So we have Syndicate Operative, and the way this one works is I give it this link. So you drop the Cold Pen for Impale, and it works like this. It will do a spell, dagger trigger spell, and it has 3.82 cast rate, and this is can be spell echoed and pinpointed. So it's a spell that can be cast for the pinpoint, and it's projectiles, but then it turns into projectile attack damage instead of spell damage. So it doesn't get the spell damage from this. It only has the cast speed, and it doesn't repeat an additional time from the spell echo. So then this trigger spell triggers this secret police daggers, and you get 54,000 damage at 4 cast rate, and you can see that they would attack really fast, and it's absolutely insane. And then they stack Impale, and they have 100% Impale because of Impale support, Dread Banner with Generosity or Awaken Generosity, and the 2 Rotting Claws. You could obviously get more Aura effect to increase the effect of the Generosity, the Dread Banner to give you more Impale, but I do not have that, and so that's when I would switch to the Syndicate Operatives, is when you have this 100% Impale. And then the way I took them to the extreme from T4 mapping struggling to T14 blight AFK was the 2 minimum frenzy charges, 2 minimum power charges shield. So you can run Necromantic Aegis, and it gives the shield to the minions, so then they gain power and frenzy charges, which is massive, absolutely insane on minions. Huge defense loss though. Obviously I gave up my shield, and I gave up, and then the other thing I did was I got an Animate Guardian, and the Animate Guardian is the normal one I always use, but the difference is this time I put the vulnerability on hit glove like normal, actually on a southbound soldier glove. So we had vulnerability, had the helmet with nearby enemies, take 9% increased physical damage. The only stat that I had to get on my Animate Guardian was 22 Chaos Res, because I have all of this Elemental Res on the skill tree. I have all the Chaos Res on the skill tree for the minions, so they survive pretty well, and I only had to get 22 more Chaos for the Animate Guardian. Pretty good. And then the other thing I did was I got this wand for 7x, and it was a +1 spell and a +1 minion, and it was able to take my Syndicate Operatives into the end game. T14 blight, T16 mapping, T16 heist. So then basically I have other Spectres to mention, and their links, and they're pretty cool all around, but I need to show it. So another one you can go is the Slave Driver, or synthete. So actually you can't run Pinpoint on the Slave Driver, so instead you would have to run like, well, you could run Phantasm, but you would drop Pinpoint, and you would go. Let me show the Slave Driver with the Lightning Surge, and you can also run. This is not the right one. Let me try again. Here we go. And now you could run Concentrated Effect. That's pretty good. Damage on full life. That's pretty good. LE Focus if you don't want to shock. You can do Controlled Destruction if you don't want to go crit. So those power charges are wasted. It's kind of bad. You would just need to go like Victoria's Charity. This is more for even tankier bosses, with Elemental Res, for example. Especially, we could add Elemental Army into our other minion to get the exposure or whatever. Faster casting is pretty good. There's also a variant of the when you go summon Phantasm, you could go faster casting instead of Feeding Frenzy. It's pretty good for both the Spectres and the Phantasms, to be honest. So I wouldn't have slave drivers here. I would have had, whoops, and then this is pinpoint. Keep this as pinpoint. I messed that up, and I'll make a separate one for slave drivers by copying this. And changing this to concentrated effect. Pretty good. I like that. That's pretty nice. And then, so the order, it goes Frost Auto Scouts into the Syndicate Operatives, and then all of these other ones are basically other options. Slave drivers are cool because you technically in the beginning don't even need to run Feeding Frenzy, so this could be a 5-link. You don't even need to run Concentrated Effect. This could be a 4-link. You could drop Lightning Penetration and just run the Phantasms. Then you have Phantasm, Spell Echo, Minion Damage, Raise Spectre. It's pretty good for the scinteel synthites. These are pretty strong with the extra pinpoint. I haven't tried them, but on paper they look really cool, look really strong. It's this one, and let's show off. So you have the lightning projectile, 48k, lightning laser, 47,000, and you have the lightning bolt, 21,000. It sounds fucking crazy with pinpoint. Pinpoint breaks this probably. Why isn't it? Why wouldn't it be cool, right? So sounds pretty fun. Don't know how good it is, but I recommend the start with the Frost Auto Scouts or the slave drivers with the Phantasms. You can go the Frost Auto Scouts with the Phantasms. You could go Scinteel start with the Phantasms. Then when you find that you're not doing enough boss DPS, you can drop the Phantasms, add in the Cold Penetration, the Lightning Penetration, or go the Impale route. I like the Impale route myself. I'll leave the link to my build in the description below. I'm doing T14 Blight. I actually wanted to now, as like my build currently AFKing, a T14 Blight. Easy clap, just a few towers. Got the anoints for scouts have increased range. This is a violet teal anoint, and this is the Syndicate Operatives with the 100% impale, Dread Banner impale thing with the cluster jewels. My current build in the flashback, it's going pretty well, and the build I literally haven't changed anything from the T8 to T14. It's just so much damage. The bosses come by, they melt in like a second or two, and it's pretty good. You see how fast that boss died? Yeah, that's our DPS. It's pretty good. Wondering if we're T15, T16 viable. To be honest, I just haven't tested it. It looks like we have really good DPS, meaning I'll probably be able to do T15, but T16 might be the stretch. See that boss? He's dead. Easy clap. So obviously I'll show you guys the loot. I'll stay for the loot, and yeah, I hope you guys are having a really great day. Merry Christmas once again, dude. It's a really cool day. Hope you guys get all the presents, you know, have family, stay healthy, and eat lots of food. Stuff yourself, stuffing, turkey, all the good stuff, all the good stuff. All right, we got all the loot. Let's just start going, dude. So the way this works, when I'm recording loot for a video, there's no point in picking it up. I just have to run around, open it, show it all, see if we get lucky. Golden oil! Dude, it's so easy, man. It's so easy. Easy profit. That's how you do it. You just literally don't get any gold, and then record one clip for a video, and the game just gives you it, dude. It's like, yep, easy gold oil. There we go. Stag digs. So many stag digs. Yo, this is a good map right here. Hey, that's my Christmas present from GGG besides the mystery box. So in my mystery box, guys, if you don't know, you can go to your shop, open your shop, and then open your tab, and you'll have a free mystery box for opening your shop. And so I got the sunrise wings, so I'm wearing them, as you can tell. It's pretty cool. I think they're pretty cool wings. They're these fiery wings. Pretty cool. Neat. Got another free thing to show off. Stag digs. So oh, an exalted orb, dude! It really is just fucking broken recording clips for Blight. Oh my god, man! This game just loves. Ah, man, I love Blight League. Well, thank you guys for watching. Thank you to my Patreon and my YouTube members who financially support the channel, and thank you to everyone who's shown so much support on the stream recently. Thank you guys for all the support, and thank you to anyone new who joins the Patreon or the YouTube members today. I hope you guys have a really great Christmas. Merry Christmas. I'll see you guys later today, probably with a stream if I'm not too tired. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!